when you give, what do you support primarily? Okay, have you ever thought about that? Is it vision you support or poverty? Mark 14 verse 7 says, "For you will have the poor among you always. You can do them good, but as for me, you will not always have me," said Jesus. Poverty has now demands, vision has the future in focus. Poverty sounds loud and urgent. Vision carries hope. Poverty demands attention, vision commands insight. Poverty says me, self-centered. Vision says many. It's generous. Always blesses many. Vision always has many at heart. Poverty's key word is hunger. Hungry, hunger. Vision says hope. There's hope for the future. Poverty says temporary relief. I need relief now. Vision says there's a permanent way out. You don't just need some temporary relief. Poverty demands perpetual pity. Vision sees compassion as a stepping stone out of the squeeze. God loves the poor. Do you know that God loves the poor? But He hates poverty. 6 scriptures that I want us to think about for just a moment. Number 1, it's got to do with poverty reduces people to servitude. Proverbs 22 verse 7 says, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." The second one has to do with poverty making people deaf to dangers. Proverbs 13 verse 8 says, "The ransom of a man's life is his riches, but the poor hears no threats." Can you imagine? That's serious. 3, poverty destroys destinies. Proverbs 10:15 says, "A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty." Can you see what is happening right now? It's the poverty that's destroying the poor. The fourth one has to do with poverty eliminates quality relationships. Difficult to hold on to good relationships with poverty. Proverbs 19:4 says, "Wealth adds many friends, but the poor is separated from his friend." Proverbs 19 verse 7 says, "All the brethren of the poor do hate him, but much more does his friends go far from him. He pursues them with words, but they are gone." Whoa, that's serious. Poverty reduces people to stealing, vulgar, and looting. Proverbs 30 verse 9 says, "Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Jehovah? Or lest I be poor and steal and use profanely the name of my God." Look at the foreigner spaza being looted. What can you get from a spaza? Shrimps, expired tinned fish, and smuggled cigarettes? It's a bad sight internationally. But poverty does not understand public image and international relations. Poverty seeks out parties perpetually. Zwapi this weekend. Proverbs 21:17 says, "He who loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich." Support vision. Get out of poverty.